Hello! I want to help with some of your questions that you've been asking me about how to study in the United States at an American university. So this topic is very near and dear to my heart. One, because I believe that education is the key to success, to unlocking lots of doors of opportunity. And two, for several years, I worked directly with international students to help them to improve their academic English skills, to research different universities they might want to go to in the United States, and to put together their application packages for successful acceptance into the universities of their dreams. And so this topic is one that I am very excited to talk about, especially for those of you who are struggling with how to do this, how to study in the United States. A lot of you have been asking me about how to pass the IELTS test or the TOEFL test, two common tests that many universities require in their application package. However, today I want to talk about what I would do if I were you. If I were someone who was wanting to study in the United States now and afraid of not passing the IELTS, afraid of not passing the TOEFL, I would actually do things a little bit differently. There's kind of a way to hack this application system where you don't have to take the IELTS or the TOEFL. It's true, there is another way. And so if maybe you haven't done very well on the IELTS or the TOEFL test, or maybe you're afraid to take them, or you just want to avoid the intense amount of study and effort and money it takes to prepare for and take these tests, then let me tell you about the Pathway program. I recently visited EC, a private language school in Los Angeles, and they offer a path for English language learners who would like to study in a university in the United States, and a path where you can do so without taking the IELTS or the TOEFL test. So this is really interesting because it kind of gets rid of a huge barrier to entry. Even if you think you might want to take the IELTS or the TOEFL test just to have them, maybe have them on your resume, or maybe if you decide you want to apply for something else that you might need them for, I would highly encourage you to take part in a Pathway program like the one at EC and then take these tests. I visited EC here in Los Angeles, and I want to give a huge thank you to them for letting me visit, for welcoming me with open arms, for the ability to talk with their administration, teachers, and students, and also for partnering with me on this video to give you this information about their Pathway program and how it works. If you are an English learner, maybe from another country outside the United States, you're going to enter a Pathway program just like you would enter a regular private language school. You sign up for the classes. If you're worried about time and maybe you're looking for a quick immersion experience and not necessarily to study in the United States for a long time, EC has the ability for you to study starting any Monday and ending any Friday. That means you could study for as little as 1 week, or of course you could stay longer, for example, 1 year. It all depends on your goals. So I think there is a program for you no matter if you have a week off of work, or you want a quick full immersion experience, or if you're looking to study in the US and live here long term. So it all depends on your goals and what you want to do. But it's very flexible, and even if you're at a lower level of English, you could start with a general English program and then move on to a more academic English program before you get accepted into a university in the United States. But in this program, you would take specific classes that help you improve your academic English skills, because academic English skills are different than general English skills. In general English classes, you would learn general everyday conversation, but in academic English classes, you're going to learn skills that help you succeed at university. So essay writing skills, maybe research paper writing skills as well, how to give presentations in class, vocabulary that's academic in nature and not so casual or informal, and also how to research and explore universities and have the chance to meet with representatives from the universities that you're interested in, as well as having the guidance and the counseling from the administrative team that knows all about universities and the application package that you need to put together. So this is the chance to explore where you want to go to study. So a pathway program is also really good for you if you're not sure. Maybe if you have a few universities in mind where you'd like to study, but you're not sure. Or if you're completely not sure and you feel like you need to come to the United States to see where it is that you want to study and actually visit campus and actually talk to teachers and talk to other students to see if it's a good fit for you there. So I'm going to talk also about which universities accept pathway programs, because not all of them do, but there is a way to eventually study in the university that you want to, no matter what it is, no matter if they accept a pathway program or not, and that is as a transfer student. So I want to share something that I did with my own education that was truly a genius hack that I recommend that everyone does if you're worried about money, if you want an easier way to accomplish a 4-year degree, then I highly recommend that you learn about community colleges in the United States. It's a great way to start your university education because a 2-year community college can then help you transfer to a 4-year regular university. And then when you get your degree from the university, your community college credits transfer, but the diploma, the degree that you get is actually from the 4-year institution and not from the community college. One thing that I learned about EC is that in Los Angeles, they have a close connection with Santa Monica Community College. Santa Monica Community College is the #1 community college in the United States for transfer students. That means that they have a very high success rate for students who want to transfer into a 4-year university. I didn't even mention this, but the cost of a 2-year university, a community college, is much less than that of a 4-year university. For example, an average 4-year university might cost $40,000 per year, whereas a community college would cost maybe $8,000 to $10,000 per year. And at both types of institutions, you can apply for scholarships that can help lessen that financial burden. So it's definitely worth considering studying at a community college and doing a pathway program first. Right now, you're thinking about studying. You apply for a pathway program like the one at EC. You could come here to Los Angeles, or they have schools in 6 different cities in the United States and around the world. So they have schools in LA, San Francisco, San Diego, Miami, New York, and Boston. Actually, where I used to work at EC in Boston about 10 years ago, teaching English to students there. So I'm very familiar with EC. I really love how they teach. I love the curriculum, and I always love how they make the atmosphere very comfortable for students. I talked with a few of their students, and actually they all told me that they feel like they're in a family with their teachers and their classmates there. We're here with Lady at EC Los Angeles. Lady's a student here. First, let me ask you, where are you from?
I'm from Ecuador.
Okay. And how many weeks have you been here at EC?
In total?
Yeah.
6 months.
Okay. And I heard that you just leveled up to a higher level.
I already moved up.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Here at EC, I noticed that there are pretty small classes, but very international classes.
Yes, it is. So I already has different kind of friends from China, Japan.
Wow.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's amazing to meet new people.
How are you feeling now about your English compared to before coming here?
I feel well, so I surprised me because now I can speak more, not well like professional, but yeah, I try.
How about something fun about studying here?
Yes, actually, it has have different activities after the class. You can visit the Pier Santa Monica. You can meet new people with the special activities like to Disneyland, Universal Studios.
What has been your favorite fun activity?
When I went to eat sushi, yeah, with my new friends.
A lot of people have told me that they liked the sushi activity.
Yes, so I recommend you.
What made you choose Los Angeles?
I'm interested in the life here, so to try to new something new. In the USA is like, and my country is not like this, so it's total different. You can share with new people, and the people here is more friendly, so they can help you.
Do you feel like you've made some friends, or how do you feel with your classmates here?
It's amazing. I feel well. I feel comfortable, so it's okay. Yeah.
How about after EC? What is your plan?
The teacher Kathy helping me to translate to Santa Monica College.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you'll take college classes.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
And do you have some advice for someone who is thinking about coming to study here?
Let's go. So no, don't shy. So it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Did you feel shy before you came here?
Yeah, and the first time, yes, but now, no.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great to hear. I'm so glad that we could talk and you could share your experience.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to your path. You would apply for a pathway program and attend just like you would attend any private language school. If you're more of a beginner, you would need to study first general English, and then you could go into an academic English program that will lead you on the path to a university in the United States. Let's say it's 8 weeks, just to give an example. After your 8 weeks, you would start university in the United States, or maybe a community college. And it's up to you, but the length of your study could be 1 year, maybe for a master's degree program, 2 years, maybe for community college or some MBA programs, or it could be 4 years if you get a bachelor's degree, or even longer if you go into a PhD program or another program of advanced studies. After you finish the period of studies that you want, depending on your goals, you could do OPT, which is optional practical training. Now, this is a magical experience because you get to actually put into practice what you studied at the university program that you selected and got into and finished. So this is really helpful because you would get work experience in the US, you would gain a great network with your coworkers and through your work activities, and really a great thing to put on your resume here. And after OPT, you could decide if you wanted to go for a work visa to work at a company in the United States, or maybe even to start your own company in the United States, or simply take your experience and your degree back home or to another country to work internationally. So there's a lot of options here. What I did personally was after high school, I went into a community college for 2 years and I got a lot of credits done, which then transferred into a 4-year university program. And I studied international studies and Spanish for my undergraduate degree. And then I went into a master's degree program where I got a master's in education in teaching English to speakers of other languages. That is my path, but your path could be quite different. I just wanted to let you know how it can be easier and faster and less stressful without taking the IELTS or the TOEFL first. And this is really valuable as an experience because when you arrive in the United States, I've seen this with the students that I've worked with before. It's such a big change. It can be a bit overwhelming, a bit shocking to arrive in a new country and move away from your family and your friends. And all of a sudden, maybe you're living with some of your classmates or living with a host family. The schools, the private language schools that offer pathway programs like EC, they will offer you housing as part of your program. And I highly recommend that you take it. It's so overwhelming to arrive in a new country and then to find your own place to live. And there's a lot of things that you might not know about how to find a place to live. You can always change your address and move later. But for the first month at least, I would suggest using the student housing and use that to your advantage to get really settled in. It's hard to know where you want to live, like which neighborhood, until you actually get there. You do need to be over 16 years of age and have a high school certificate or diploma already. If you are a little bit older, like over 30, there are special EC programs if you desire to have a more mature study experience with people who are mid-career professionals like you. So EC has 6 different cities where they have a 30 plus program. So that's pretty cool. One thing that I noticed about EC that was really interesting is that their students are really diverse. You're not going to have a class with all, students from your country or your same age, even though the class sizes were pretty small. So I really loved that. About EC Los Angeles, what I noticed talking to the students and the teachers is that a lot of people are drawn here to LA to study photography and film and to become actors or work on their music career. So you really never know who you're going to meet in your classes and how you can become friends with your classmates. That is really an awesome experience. I mean, I made a lot of lasting friendships through my studies, through my study abroad. If you want to learn more about it, you can check the link in the description here or go to gonaturalenglish.com/EC to learn about how to study at EC and to enter into an American university program without taking the IELTS or TOEFL. Another question I've gotten is if it's possible to work while you're in a pathway program or studying on an F1 visa as a student in the United States. And it does allow you to work up to 20 hours on campus. If you're studying at a university, you could maybe be a teacher's assistant or help your professor with some things. However, if you're starting at a private language school like EC, I would just recommend focusing on your studies because the point of the whole pathway program is really to improve your English skills. So as I mentioned, EC is really my favorite school for a full immersion program in the US or for a pathway program to study at an American university without taking the TOEFL or the IELTS. There are other universities that accept pathway students directly without having to transfer in from a community college. And there are several of them. Some of them off the top of my head are Rice, Drexel, California State University, DeVry. Also, we have the New York Film Academy in LA if you're into studying film. So remember that there are many different paths to having your dream university study experience in the United States and to further your education. So remember that the key to success is education, and don't let paperwork or tests stop you or be a barrier between where you are now and what you want to achieve in the future in your dream life. I am here to help you from my experience and my research. I want to share this with you and make sure that you know all the possibilities. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know below in the comments and I'll be watching and seeing how I could maybe help and answer more of your questions about this topic. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up to let me know. And remember to subscribe here to Go Natural English for more helpful tips on improving your English language skills and advancing your life, reaching your dreams through English language as a tool. Thanks so much for watching and bye for now.